let us remember that when the Caucasian came out them caves, he didn't come out them caves on his own. He had help from Moses. Now, the Caucasian don't want you to know about when he was in the cave. And Moses came and self-civilized him. And he actually rebelled against Moses. In the scriptures, the Bible, he put a slant on when he was in Egypt. And he said he was a slave to the Egyptians. And Moses, seen the Egyptians mistreating. They said they were supposed to be his people. Now Moses had to look like the Egyptians, which is illustrated in when he came to the Pharaoh and his hand turned white. First it was black, then it turned white. You don't use that terminology. And then it turned black again. The exact quote in the scriptures, we have to go back in there. And we're going to do it, down the line to prove our point. But right now I'm just summarizing how there is truth in the Bible, but it's peppered with untruth or lies. The Caucasian is holding on to a whole lot of knowledge that we ain't privy to at this point in time. And you can program people. So like, you think you got a choice. Like today you think you got a choice. But if you're programmed to think a certain way, the choices that you make are going to benefit those that are your oppressor or conquered. You are conquered. But the Caucasoid got it so that the black people don't think, especially here in America, that they are in a war and that they are conquered. And they don't realize that the more you try to get into the Caucasian system, the more you become a slave. Now I read that to you in the Bible, and where it say the rich man makes a slave out the poor man. It don't say exactly like that, but when you borrow from the rich man, borrow money from the rich man, you're automatically a slave. You owe him. You're in his debt. Now, that's the kind of slave that, or debt slave, that it was talking about in the Bible and in the Quran. That it's a difference between the kind of slavery that the black man was put into when he came over here to America than that in the Bible. Because really, we were prisoners of war, made into slaves, but in the process, We went through a process. We was breeded a certain way. And in that process, we was programmed to think a certain way. So we didn't have much choice over 400 years but to think like we're thinking now. Our mothers and fathers were separated from us. We lost our language, our culture, our God, and the knowledge of self. Just like the caveman did when he tried to cause trouble in paradise, and we sent him to the Caucasus Mountains like a prison term. He was actually in jail, and during that time he lost knowledge of self and became savage, mating with dogs, all types of animals. He became like a creature, an ugly, obscene creature. His children were half dog, half pig, and all types of animals, half sheep. And so we straightened him up. Moses was a half original man. Now this knowledge is in books somewhere. When the Honorable Elijah Muhammad encountered the teachings of Master Farad Muhammad, he brought him 103 books. We don't know about all the books that he read, but we got a good idea. And it was Quran and the Bible. Now, I was taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's brother, Supreme Minister John Muhammad. Now, he actually was in the house with Master Farad Muhammad and his brother, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, learning with him. But he was the youngest of the family of Elijah's, the youngest of his brothers. And, you know, it's kind of new to him what was going on, but he observed Master Farad Muhammad and his wisdom. So we can say that we seen Allah come in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. Well, other brothers can't say that. I can't say it. Haven't seen him, but I got to go by the word of the Supreme Minister John Muhammad. And he passed away. May peace and blessings be upon the brother. In 2005. Mr. Farrakhan didn't want to talk about or mention or present him to the masses of the black people because Mr. Farrakhan had an agenda that he had to work out. Now all these brothers, Nature Boy, Pharaoh, Young Pharaoh, Sinetta, all these brothers are on an agenda to separate the black man. They don't want the black man to unite, pull his resources together. We're going to come back and prove this to you. If you stay with me, I will show it to you right in your face because we got it on YouTube. You know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, take the enemy's weapon from him and use it against him. And YouTube is the enemy's weapon, so we're going to take it from him and use it against him. I'm Black Light. Stay tuned.